Welcome to 90 Acres Homestead. So it's finally time to start building the garden beds, and we need to get the garlic planted. I've got a couple more pieces of wood to drag out, and then I can start laying these out the way I'm trying to lay them out the way they need to be right now, but sorry about Dean in the background. He doesn't know how to behave. But I need to move some stuff. We got a little close to the tree, but I want to move it back some, and then we'll start screwing it all together. And I need to get it all done today because it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So, gotta use your time wisely. Alright, so this is the plan. Not sure if you can see it. This is a little wet. It's going to be a big rectangular, well, I guess a square because it's 40 by 40. But these down at the bottom are like not attached. And I'm going to put, stop. I'm going to put cattle panels here and here for tunnels. And then here in the center, I'm going to put down weed barrier fabric to help control the weeds. Hopefully they don't get out of hand this year because I've been having a hard time keeping up with the weeds. But I'm going to get the rest of these pieces laid out correctly. That one over there is a little screwed up because I had to move it over. But after I get them all laid out, we're going to screw them all together, and that shouldn't take very long. I've got everything I need out here. It took longer to get the wood out, and of course I can't cut a straight line to save my life, so I had my husband cut them. But I asked him to cut these for me, and he stacked them all under our shed here, and drug them all out just now. Probably took me an hour, honestly. But I'm going to get these over here fixed, and then I'll show you what it'll look like laying out on the ground. Alright, I got it all laid out. These spots between the beds may make them a little bit wider. These ones here are going to be moved back a little bit, I think, to make room for my tunnels. But all that's left now is just to screw it all together. I think it's going to be nice. I got that jumbo sized pile of dirt that I had delivered, and that wagon full of amendments there, in addition to all the leaves. This one right here, I'm going to put all of the garlic in. So I need to hurry up and get it built and get it filled. And I'm going to put some, I got a whole bunch of cardboard. I don't know if I have enough. Hopefully I have enough. But I'm going to put cardboard down in the bottoms to keep weeds down. And I've got some rotty straw that I was going to throw in there along with all the amendments. And that dirt is clay, so it definitely needs some amendments, but I should have plenty of dirt to go around. And I still got all the dirt left in my old garden beds that can be moved over too. I added a bunch of amendments to it last year, so, or this past spring. So I'm going to get these little ones built first, and then these corner pieces, and then we'll work our way around. I feel like that's the best course of action here. And at some point, my husband's going to have to move this old junky lawnmower, and he's going to push this car back some. So we will have some room in here. And like I was saying, this whole middle section, I'm going to cover it with weed barrier fabric, and between the two beds under the tunnel, and probably some over there so I can plant some corn. I was hoping to have room over here to plant melons, but I don't think that's going to happen. We can probably put them over here, just put them around everything, but he has no intention of moving this car to a different place.
Hey, Mama.
Just pushing it back. So
Hey, Mama.
What?
Dad said you could use this drill.
I already know I can use this drill, dang it. I already have it.
Oh, you have it?
I already have it.
Well,
It's in the wagon. Anyhow, I'm going to go get my screws and the drill, and we'll get started on putting these together. Making some good progress. Get this corner done. Now, to put the long ones together, I got to use brackets. I was going to put all the brackets on with them laying down, because I thought it would be easier to put the brackets on that way, but my husband informed me that after I put the brackets on all of them, I would have to lift up 40 feet of wood and hold it up while I put screws in the corners. So we figured that might be rough, but if I can't get this first bracket on with them upright like this, I'm going to have to hold the wood up and hold the bracket up and use the drill at the same time. If I can't figure out how to do that, then I'm just going to have to enlist some help to hold up the wood while I do the corners. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'll try to get these brackets on, and I'll give you an update after. And it's not too horribly bad putting the brackets on with them standing up. The ground is not terribly level, so some of my boards are a little off kilter, but there's not really too much space under the boards where the dirt can come out. So this one right here, I can fit my hand under it, but for the most part they're all touching the ground. I'm working my way around here. Dean's gonna move his leaf pile. I might move over to there, but just in case something isn't fitting right, I want to be able to move stuff if I need to, so I want to work my way around. But yep, it's progress for sure. I'll get this done today, so that's good. Alright, we got all this built. Now, there's only one more thing I want to get done today, and it is plant my garlic. So I need to get this cardboard in this box, and then we need to put dirt in here, and we need to get the garlic planted. It'll get watered in good tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about watering anything. The rest of the beds can wait, but I want the garlic in this one. There's the garlic. So we're going to get that in. I'm going to get this stuff put down real quick, and then we'll start filling it with dirt. Alright, so it's been a few days since I've been out here. The day after I got these built, it started to rain, and it rained for like 3 days, and then it got super duper cold, so I didn't want to come out here and mess with it. So we have a 4-day weekend right now, thanks to Election Day. So I figured, good day to work on it, good time to work on it. So we got this bed about halfway full of the clay dirt that I bought. I put it on the bottom. Well, I put the cardboard down, and then I put about halfway up with the clay. And then I took my wagon up to the other garden and took some of the garden dirt. Since I'm moving my garden, I'm going to take all my dirt because it's good dirt. It's been composting in place for years. And then I took a couple of bags of the garden soil and put on top here. It is still about 2 or 3 inches from the top of the thing, but I'm going to go ahead and plant my garlic in here, and we're going to cover it up with leaves. And I also had some straw that has been out getting weathered, and it is already starting to decompose really good. So I'm going to put it on the bottom of this bed instead of cardboard, and we're going to see what happens. I'm hoping that it will keep stuff from growing up through it and kill what's under it, and then rot in place or finish rotting, so that it will make some nice dirt for the clay to sit on top of. I don't know how well this is going to work. It's an experiment, so I've never actually worked with clay before. Our ground here is really sandy, but I bought a lot of fill dirt because I don't have anywhere to buy compost around here. I don't have anywhere to buy topsoil around here. All I have is fill dirt that's full of clay. So I bought some because I don't have anything to put in these, and it would cost me $6,000 million just to fill these up with bags of dirt. So we're going to fill this entire thing up halfway with that clay, and we're going to see what happens. It will probably just hold some moisture in, I'm hoping. And yeah. Well, anyway, let's get this garlic planted. Alright, I got all these cloves broke apart. You want to use big, good-looking cloves. Leave the paper on them. Don't peel them like you would to eat. And we're going to just take them and put them stem side down. There's the stem side. You want the part that's sticking up, you want it to be up. Pokey side up, stem side down. And we're just going to nestle them down in there, cover them over. And we're just going to put them a couple inches apart. And I did peel the garlic in this bed because we have a few more things for the worms to eat this winter. So be it. And I'm not going to water this because this garden soil that I put in here is wet. So. Dane, quit. Quit. Now you don't want the papers to be broken off of these because that will let stuff in to eat it, and you don't want them to eat it. You want it to grow. So I'm just going to get the rest of these planted, and I'll count how many I've got when I get done and let you know, because I'm not sure. Alright, I got 60 cloves, well, 45 large cloves, and I did have some tiny little garlics. They're still hard and feel good, so I planted the whole thing. I'm going to just see what happens. Those are experiments. And on that side of these is going to be tomatoes, so I left a little bit of room there. But I'm going to get these little guys covered up, get some leaves on this bed, and then I'm going to put that straw down in that bed and start trying to fill it up. Probably won't video me putting this dirt and all this thing because I don't have a tractor. I'm doing this with a shovel. So it's probably going to take me until spring to get it filled up. So, yeah. I need as much done as I can this weekend, and we'll see how far I get. But mainly, I just wanted to show you this one bed after I showed you building all of these. And we'll do updates as stuff progresses, but this is going to be a garlic planting video mostly. So I'm going to get these covered up, and then we'll get some leaves on there. And I'm not going to plant them too horribly deep, but I do want to make sure the entire clove is covered. I need to press it down a little more. I can. So like I said, I did put nice soft dirt on top here in the top half of this bed. So now I just uncovered that one trying to pull out a piece of grass. And the grass probably would have been fine. It would have just rotted and added nitrogen. But I pulled it out and uncovered my garlic. But I get the rest of these covered in, and then we'll get some leaves on there. And here we have it. Garlic bed finished, planted, and put to bed for winter with all the leaves. Before I end the video, I do want to show you, since I decided to put cardboard on the bottom of that other one, I've had this Roddy straw. I decided to see if this will work as well or better than cardboard. I do have a little bit more up there. I don't need it for this bed, but I'll probably put it in one of these others, maybe these two end caps here. But anyhow, I'll keep you updated on the progress of this thing. It's going to take me forever, but hopefully it'll be ready by spring. And I think it's going to be nice having a garden right next to the chickens. And I think they'll like that too, because I can just take the weeds and throw them over their fence. They're enjoying these leaves right now. But, yep, anyway. So, thanks for watching.